Hello and welcome to the SML podcast. This is Prime's Corner, and it is time for our annual playoff prediction podcast. And I have the SML Nostradamus with me, and that is my man Woods, our Cleveland Browns owner. What's going on, man? Hey, not much, man. I'm fired up for playoff time. I know I'm not in it this year. It's kind of a rarity for me not to be in it, but actually, you beat me out for the playoffs. But I'm still fired up because it's my favorite time of year. It's win or go home. You excited? Yeah. Right on. Yes, and that's obviously the goal here. Maybe make a run at things. Who is the hottest team, obviously? But before we get to that, we had this big blow up in chat, and you were kind of in the middle of it. I was attacking Meats a little bit. Some people were attacking me, so I kind of want to hear your thoughts on it, and then maybe I'll give my thoughts and see what you think. But we had a game week 16, which affected. It did end up affecting the playoff seating in a way where our Ravens owner Meats was accused of tanking the game versus you. And I want to preface this by saying you beat Meats week one, so who's to say that anything would be affected? But Meats was accused of tanking week 16 against you. What's your thoughts on that? And can you elaborate at all? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, went in as the ice the kicker. It doesn't get much more difficult than that. Um, yeah, yeah, and I agree with that. And obviously, Rowan is a great player. And I kind of want my point of view on the whole meats thing. And I want to say that let's be real. I think me and you can both agree, and I'm not. And I feel like people aren't understanding what I'm saying. Look, this is totally my fault. Like if you go 9-7, you shouldn't make the playoffs. And I wasn't mad at Meats for losing the game to you. It was more of a. I mean, let's be real. If we're trying to replicate. Mhm. You Right, you're not gonna avoid possibly miss the bye week, and that's what he just did. He had the bye week. If he won that game, then he would have had the bye week, and so that's a sign for me. And Dumpahontis, our Jags owner, actually put in chat this week where he's like, "Look, Meats, I want to beat you week 17 because if I do, then I won't have to play you possibly to the AFC Championship game, and you're a great player." If all of Meats said was, "Look, Prime, I'm gonna purposely tank this game against Woods or make it more difficult on myself. And look, I'm keeping Golden in because he's in the MVP race. So I'm just going to throw it to him every second down and I'm just going to hand it off to him. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to keep pull my other starters because I don't want you in the playoffs. Like that's cool, but he went out, he lost the game. In my opinion, intentionally, and he's put in chat before. He's like, "Well, I'm not afraid of Prime in the playoffs." So I feel like he wanted to he just didn't want to admit like, look, I don't want to play Prime in the playoffs, and that's kind of why I'm irritated about it. Where if he would just say, look, yeah, I don't want to play in the playoffs, it would be like, oh, okay, whatever. At least you're just saying it in a respectful way. But here you're avoiding the topic, and you're still, and that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't feel like anybody would avoid a bye week when they have a chance to have a bye week. Hmm. Yeah, if they, yeah. And once again, if he came out early and just said, "Look, man, I'm doing this to not play Prime," wouldn't have an issue with it. So that's my issue is when you go and chat and say I'm not afraid, and then do things that might indicate otherwise. Puff the chest out and then back down. That's just my thoughts. But let's get off that topic. Let's move on to more fun things. We are in the playoffs, or we're about to be in the playoffs. And I need a quick prediction though. Do you think the Jags are going to get beat the Ravens and make the Ravens go in the wild card, or do you think the Ravens will get a bye week? Because that's still up in limbo right now. Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, I think Dump's gonna win because Meats has said and gone on record he doesn't care about the bye week. He's just gonna play his backup. So you gotta go Dump here. Um, so So we're gonna say the Bills are the second seed. Then who's the most dangerous team, or who's the most likely team in the AFC then to kind of make a run at this thing? The Bills are gonna be a strong 13-3. The Chiefs, Haas is a man revived 14-2. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say that. So, so do you think that you mentioned QB stud? What do you think about QB stud? Do you think he has a chance this year, or is he still got some work to do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, so if you have just a pocket full of cash, in years past you'd probably bet on the Colts. Now the AFC wide open without Indianapolis in it. Are you saying you're going to put your money on the Bills to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl? Wow. Wow. So, so you're giving it to Haas. You're saying Haas is going to make the run from the AFC. What about Meats, man? I mean, we've talked about Meats being a contender, right? Who's always he's a folding chair. They labeled him the folding chair. Obviously, he's a regular season warrior. The only playoff losses he's had this cycle is against myself and Royce. Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Meets offense. And believe me, we played in the regular season. I did all I could to stop the running game of the Ravens with Golden. Because I literally, that's what I sold out to do, and I just couldn't do it. So that's how good it is. And I was in my little slump as well. But that being said, he had like 300 yards rushing or something stupid. Um, hmm Yeah, you never know. Yeah, and meets you can kind of get a feel for Lamar. He's not always looking to run with them, but the time he looks to run with them is a third down and like seven when he needs a. I'm not gonna say cheap yardage, but when he wants the quick yards, that's what he's gonna do with Lamar. But let's take a look at the NFC now. Oh, mm-hmm. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. And he's quick too. That behind the pocket speed or behind line of scrimmage, faster than anyone in the league. Mm-hmm. So, final question then on the AFC is: let's say you do play Meats, number 6 seed versus 3 seed. Meats arguably helped you out, getting you in the playoffs. Maybe possibly taking a shot at you, saying he'd rather have you over me. Would you out here say make a guarantee like, "Hey, Meats, if I play you, you're gonna lose"? Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a fun game, and I really hope I get to see that. That'll probably be my favorite game of the playoffs. And I'm not gonna say any favorites, but I hope the Browns win that one. Moving on to the NFC. Um, hey man, number 1 seed is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Noel Overlord, he's back. Hmm. Yeah. Yes. So if you're gonna put money in the NFC, who's gonna make the big dance? Yes. Wow. Wow. That's a prediction I don't think many people have. So you got Noel against Haas. Hmm. Yeah, I started with the Cardinals and it backfired on me. He went all the way down down the leaderboard. Hmm. Redskins, I believe. So that brings me to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and who's gonna win that one? There you go. Yeah. 31-27. So you've got the Chiefs over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to give my prediction real quick, then I'm going to have some quick rapid fire questions for you. So I got the Jaguars, and I'm going to take the Jaguars over the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to take the Jaguars by 3 over the Cowboys. I think this is Dump's year. I don't think Meats gets past you. I think you're going to upset Meats, and I think this is just Jacksonville's year. I think Conk is a mental player, and he's got some work to do on his team still. Um, so that's my thoughts. But real quick now, rapid fire questions. Um, yes. Yeah, so there you go. So a lot can happen now. This is kind of anybody's year. So final question or final rapid fire question. Um, who or will the Cleveland Browns, outside of your predictions, be the next best team to represent the AFC? Will the Browns make the Super Bowl if your prediction is wrong? There we go. There we go. Okay, next question. Will Conk win a Super Bowl this cycle? So I got two more questions here. Looking at the NFC now, um, Graham is in. Well, Graham is in. He's been in the playoffs many times. He's made some Super Bowls in the SML. Hasn't won the big one yet. Will Graham's ever win an SML Simbardi Trophy? Okay. Is there retirement talk? Okay. So final question then. If you're a Colts fan, what do you expect from the Colts next cycle or next season? Are the Colts done? Has my dynasty over? So there you go. Yeah. Campbell. Yes. So there you go. We've had some big statements, some bold predictions, and some analysis on possible scaredy cats. The SML. Uh, so Woods, the mic is yours. Do you have anything to say? There you go. Hmm. Yes. Yes. There you go. Yes. So the good words from Woods, like I've said, a model SML member, somebody who, if you're looking to model yourself after or look up to as a member in the league, look no further than our Cleveland Browns owner. Um, Great guy, always a friend of the show. And was our annual playoff prediction podcast on Primetime 000. That was Woods, our Cleveland Browns owner. Thanks for coming on, and you have a great night.